flow right into your brain. Your whole game will change. Soldiers retain, soldiers retain, soldiers retain. Real strong man and self-control, the info is plain. If you don't know, feel that energy flow right into your brain. Your whole game will change. Soldiers retain, soldiers retain.
Semen retention soldiers, my brothers, I salute you. I salute you, Captain Jake. What's going down in your world?
All good, man. Just looking forward to these 5 tips, because a lot of people, they want to try semen retention lifestyle, they want to try the NoFap, but we don't have any practical advice on how. So we just go, I'm doing it, NoFap. It's so difficult. Blue balls. And then so it's just hold it in. So yeah, it's great to have this knowledge that you're imparting on us, so we can really practically achieve this.
Yeah, man. What's going down? The crypto bull. I don't know what those little, it just comes up as little boxes on this.
Oh, it's like this. So. It's in muscles.
Oh, it's like this. Oh yeah. Well, you got some pretty defined there biceps. I gotta hit
been hitting the gym. I'm not got the biggest frame, but like you know, the muscles are defined. I won't lie.
Yeah, well, I won't lie. I'm pretty defined. And we got our semen retention soldier, Krishna Baladeo.
What's up, soldier?
Mount Real right now, Montreal, Canada. Mount Real. He's there for the Rath Yatra. Actually, he sent me a nice message inviting me to come to the Rath Yatra in Montreal, Toronto. I won't be able to make it this year, brother, but I definitely want to plan on being there. In fact, I'm going to be at Rath Yatra in Fredericton this weekend. They're doing one here locally, and it's the second time they're doing it in New Brunswick, in my place. And if y'all don't know what Rath Yatra is, it's a festival. It's a big spiritual festival where people honor God in the form of Lord Jagannath. And Jagannath means Lord of the universe, master of all.
It's a great festival, man. Thousands of people, a lot of fun.
A lot of fun, you know, whether you're if you've never been to a Rath Yatra or a cart festival where they're pulling these big deities on the carts. It's real cool, man. They do it in India, and it's like hundreds and thousands of people. And anyways, people all over the world celebrate this festival. It's loads of fun, and it's just a great time. All right, let's dive in to the 5 tips to support your semen retention lifestyle. Before I do, I just want to remind you to leave a comment. If you're here watching live, say what's up. If you're watching the recording, leave some comments. It really helps us out. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you do whatever you can do to support the mission. Let's get started. Number 1 tip. Number one. No porn. I mean, let's start with the obvious. Duh. No porn. Man, porn is so tough. It's so tough to practice semen retention. I know when I first started practicing, I was like, yeah, I still want to watch a little porn. I still want to do that thing. So I'd go on and I'd be like, I'm retaining. And I'd start edging like I was a master. The next thing you know, why? Because actually porn genuinely makes it tougher to do semen retention. Obviously, because it's a sexual activity, but porn itself, it's easier to have sex and retain than it is to watch porn and retain.
It's too overly stimulating, man.
That's right. Because porn is way overly stimulating. There's nothing natural about it. It's not sex. Don't ever mistake sex and pornography and sex and masturbation to be the same thing. They're not the same. So when you're watching porn, there's just so much dopamine being this is my buddy. I know him personally. I watch porn. Yes, great stories.
Yeah,
you know, nothing like a good pizza boy story, or some woman that's like, I'm so helpless. Somebody help me. And then some big guy's like, here, let me put my cock in you.
It's really great. It's great TV, man. Great TV. Work.
Yeah, great writing skills. Yeah. So anyways, no porn, man. Porn messes with your brain in so many ways. First of all, recent studies show, and these studies are coming from about 2000, 2005, that era. Actually, the University of Montreal did tons of studies and research on the effects of pornography on the brain. Reduce gray matter right here, the prefrontal cortex. What that means is long-term decision making and you becoming more impulsive will increase because porn actually disturbs the prefrontal cortex. Long-term use, it actually reduces your gray brain matter, which basically makes you stupider, makes you like in the most plainest sense. It also, you struggle then to make better long-term decisions. So now you're eating more salty foods or more fast food. Now you're not going to the gym. Now you can't concentrate. So you're on social media more. So it's a trigger effect. And when you're watching porn, there's so much dopamine released into the system that ultimately your system can't handle it. So it actually pushes you to ejaculate quickly. So hence you start training your body now that's what arousal means. So problems like, porn-induced erectile dysfunction, premature ejaculation, just can't get it up at all, or can't get aroused or feel energetic by a real woman anymore. All of these negative effects from pornography. And of course, you can't, and once you start, because porn is addictive, it should be treated like any other drug on the planet. In fact, it's more harmful than some of the main drugs, on the planet. And so it just needs to go. All right. It's better that you rub one out with your imagination than watch porn. Seriously. If you're like, man, I'm gonna just rub one out because I'm gonna go nuts and punch somebody here. First of all, it just means you need sexual alchemy, which we'll get to in a little bit. But if it's like that, seriously, it's better you go and you rub one out than watch porn, because porn has such a detrimental effect on your brain. All right, so that's number one. Number two is keeping your body cool. So what happens is when you're practicing semen retention or any kind of sexual control, your body is going to heat up, and it's going to heat up. It's a very natural process because semen is fire. It's like fire element. It's passion, right? And so because of that, your body's going to heat up. Your body's also going to heat up because after about 7 to 10 days of retaining from your last ejaculation, your body by nature's design is going to go, yo, man, you haven't busted a nut. So you're obviously not getting laid. This is a good thing. You want your body to think you're not getting laid, because what your body does is go, well, I'm going to help you out. I'm going to make you more attractive. And what happens is your body stimulates your testicles. Your testicles is the producer of testosterone. And testosterone is essentially what makes you a man. More testosterone, more masculine. Not just physically, but psychologically. Let's talk a little bit about what happens on the physical level. Testosterone gets stimulated, and that's why guys feel that high from semen retention. They'll be like, man, I got so much energy. I want to, build my business. I want to punch somebody. I want to work out. I want to have more sex, because it will push you, because it's literally trying to get you to release. So it's like, we'll push you to be like, go get laid. But remember, getting laid, masturbation, and porn, different. Do not put them in the same category. That's what the modern world has done. Oh, it's all just sexual sex. No, sex with a woman, or if you're gay, sex with a partner. I don't care about that piece, but sex is with another person. Sex is not by yourself. If you're by yourself, you're not having sex. All right. So split that in your, like, make that distinction. I'm not having sex watching porn. I'm not having sex masturbating. Nature wants you to have sex. It doesn't want you to sit there and masturbate. Know the difference. So what happens is your testosterone is stimulated. More testosterone is released into your system because nature is actually enhancing your attractive quality. And for you to be attractive, you have to as a man, a masculine man, you have to be polarizing to the feminine energy. So what happens with increased testosterone? More motivation, more energy, clarity of mind. If you're working out, you're going to notice weight loss faster. You're going to get nice Show us your biceps there, Jake. Go on.
Not again.
Show us what you got.
Not gonna lie, it's a bit defined.
Yeah,
It's
that's semen biceps right there.
you'll get filled with semen. No, you'll get it will define easier like than before. Like you'll lose weight quicker and you'll gain muscle faster. Like just everything becomes enhanced.
That's right. You'll have semen-filled biceps like Captain Jake there. And,
Just
like,
don't pop them. Huh?
what else? What else? What else? What else? Brighter eyes. Guys have experienced brighter eyes, clearing up of acne. Look at those eyes. Look at those beautiful eyes. Like, look at them. Look at them. That's just full of semen. And thicker hair, right? That
Yeah.
was something I did. Grew a beard. Man, I was like 27, 28, 29, something like that. I started practicing semen retention and such. All of a sudden, I never grew a beard. I thought in my life I'll never grow a beard. All of a sudden, started getting thicker hair on my face. Didn't look like just a bunch of little pubes coming out, like one. Boom, boop. I used to have that like boop, boop. Look at my beard. Boop. Right? Now,
Yeah, my hair was looking kind of thin when I started doing this, and now it's like, yeah, it's got a lot thicker.
now you're like a Viking.
Yeah, Viking battalion.
Mm-hmm. So basically, more testosterone, more heat. So you want to keep your body cool, because when you balance your body, then it's easy to practice NoFap. It's easy to practice semen retention, and you'll get all the benefits. So how do you keep your body cool? 1, eat cooling foods, raw fruits and vegetables, carrots, cucumber, watermelon, lemon water alkalines your body. The 2 highest foods on the alkaline scale is number 1, lemons. Number 2, watermelon. You eat more, have lemon water, just slice a lemon, pop it up in your water. Stay away from pop. Stay away from coffee. Those are stimulating things that get you more agitated again. And then, more dopamine, more junk food, right? So just drink water. Learn to just drink water. If you need a little flavor, a little bit of mango juice or a little bit of something, and water it down. Eventually, your taste buds will rearrange itself, and you'll be good with water. Man, I've just been drinking straight water and almond milk for my protein shakes and such like that, right? And that's it. That's all I've been drinking, and it's great. It's absolutely great. So
And don't eat too late as well. Like, don't be eating heavy late and stuff.
yeah, for all you people living in temples eating all that paneer and bread and stuff late at night, no good. So anyways, point is, keep your body cool. Another great way to keep your body cool is cold showers.
Yeah.
Right. And if you don't want to take a full cold shower, take the James Bond style shower. That's what I do. Basically, I shower with normal water, like just not super hot, not super cold, just normal. And then right at the end, just put that bad boy on cold. Let that go over my body for about 30 seconds to a minute. Cool down, jump out the shower, towel off. You'll feel refreshed. You'll feel awake. And again, your body's kept cool. And then, of course, inside of the Semen Retention Army, for those of you who joined the Army, you're going to learn the triple heater, which is
That's such an easy, quick one, man. I just do 5 of them before bed, sometimes nothing else, and I'm just cooled down. Because one thing you told me as well, I didn't realize, why the body wants to release semen is sometimes just because it's too hot. It's a way of releasing heat. And so sometimes you'll have a wet dream, mainly just because your body's too hot, so if you have a cold shower before bed or do just a few triple heaters, you won't have a wet dream because the body's cooled down and doesn't want to release semen for that reason of cooling down.
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes, that's right. It's just a releasing mechanism. It's like, wow, you've been retaining for a month now, or 3 weeks, or 60 days, or whatever, 90 days, whatever you've been doing. And then your body's just not used to it. So it's like, man, I need to cool down. You might notice, like on semen retention, when you first start practicing, you might have like loss of sleep or disturbed sleep, lots of thoughts, waking up early in the morning, like 3, 2 o'clock, just horny as heck. That's just your body getting used to having that much energy. like a kid. Think of like a kid, how much energy a kid has. We're actually supposed to be way more energetic than most of us are living, but because we deplete so much of our energy through not just through ejaculation and pornography, but anything that your body has to basically heal from. So when we're eating shitty food, your body has to heal from that. Less energy, because all your body prioritizes its energy, meaning how it uses its energy. And the first thing you'll always prioritize, and you have no control over this, this is the way your body works, okay, is that it will prioritize whatever takes to make you healthy or back into homeostasis, which is back into balance, right? So let's say you just ate a bunch of crappy food. Now your body has to digest that and heal from that. Energy has to go into that, which means less energy for your higher aspirations, building your business, contributing to the world, becoming a leader, having an awesome relationship, your relationship with God. Your body will prioritize its survival first. So make it easy on your body. Don't tax your body unnecessarily. Don't be like the Canadian government and just take taxes like unnecessarily. Okay? Be real, like don't tax
Just thought
your body.
get that in there. Just
yeah, I just thought I'd
slip
squeeze
that
that
in.
in there. Yeah, I thought I'd just slip in a little diss to the Canadian government. So don't be like that. Don't tax yourself unnecessarily with all kinds of unhealthy habits. All right, so that was number 2. Keep your body cool. Number 3, work out, exercise, play some kind of sport, go hit a punching bag, or some other creative outlet if you're not like kind of physically inclined. However, I would suggest, even if you're not physically inclined, like maybe you're more the artist type, you like, or you're the more like studious, you prefer reading or video games or whatever, force yourself a little bit, like get uncomfortable a bit and go do some physical exercise. Why? Because physical exercise, most of us aren't getting the amount of physical exercise that's actually required. Let's go back a couple thousand years, even a few hundred years. Men were way more physical than they are today. Today, we're all hunched over computers. We're driving in cars. We sit a lot. And we're not designed for that. We're designed to trek, to walk, to hunt, right? So as men, especially, we should be active. We should be fixing things around the house. Or I'm not a handy guy myself. You can see I busted up my finger, I slammed that between the door though. But I've been doing stuff around the house. I've been learning like skills around the house, plumbing skills and drywalling and painting. So I'm doing a bunch of renovations. You know what? It's great exercise. That's how I had to switch my mindset, because I'm not really that kind of guy who likes to fix things around the house, but I'm enjoying it now because actually I switched my mindset. I don't really think of it as doing housework or fixing my house. I just see it as exercise, a great way to be physical, a great way to use the energy in my body. And the best thing that I found so far when it comes to the excess energy, because I got a lot of energy, is working out, like weights, pumping weights. The reality is most of us men are not as strong as we should be either, right? We're kind of weak. Mm-hmm. And you definitely want to work out or exercise.
Yeah.
You got any thoughts about that? You work out.
Yeah, I've always been inclined to do physical activities. And yeah, weights in particular, for some reason, I heard there's something to do, it reduces stress. And it is like you say, like back in the day, trekking or like you're lifting heavy things, it's like you're achieving something by doing that, by lifting. Anyway, so it's very good, and yeah, it's just a place to put that energy, and then it's a positive cycle. It benefits you health wise, so it's a good positive place to put that energy, and then it helps you retain longer and just helps you be more healthy. So yeah, and there's fun ways. It doesn't have to be boring exercise as well. You can, if there's a sport you like, play that, or you can find a personal trainer, or just some fun ways. Or it doesn't have to be the same boring routine. Oh, just got to go for a run, like, because I'm a bit like that sometimes. I always switch it up, change it up, like try this, learn different kinds of exercises to keep it interesting. And it's a great time to like listen to stuff. Like I'll listen to audiobooks or something during that time. So I was actually resisting it sometimes, like, oh, I can't be bothered to work out. But now I see it as like my learning time as well. So it's like, oh, I've got to listen to my new songs and learn them. I'll just do that while I work out. Or, oh, I've got to listen to that audiobook. Or, you know, even if you're going to watch TV, why not just buy some weights and go like that while you're watching TV? You know, like,
Yeah.
So you get to still watch your show, but it has a more positive benefit at the same time.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. I do the same thing. Like when I'm at the gym, I pop in my headphones and I've got some audios that I listen to on Spotify. I just boom, pop those in. And get working out. And I'm using that time to work out my body and my mind because I'm listening to positive audios, right? I'm listening to spiritual audios or personal development audios that are giving me ideas and working out my mind at the same time. So tons of benefits. I noticed, man, sometimes like I just getting some good workouts in and I don't even have the energy to masturbate, man. I'm just like, I just want to go to bed. Basically, at the end of the
You
night,
sleep well, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You sleep well. And when you get good rest, it's so much easier to do all the rest of the good things. It's easier to say no to the junk food or to the porn or to the drugs or to the alcohol and blah, 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 because you just feel good. So it's a trigger. It's a domino effect. Excuse me. You start doing one good habit well, and all of a sudden you start doing other good habits well. And then naturally the negative habits begin to disappear. It's easier to do something than to not do something. That's why I love these little pins that I've got here from one of my mentors who sent me all these pins to remind me of things. And one of the things that we practice is eliminating the words don't, not, and no. Don't, not, and no. Because some be like, I'm not going to watch porn. I don't want to masturbate, but it's like, so the question is, and then
NoFap.
yeah, then here's what you're going to do. So you're going to say, I'm going to try to do this for a day, speak without using the words don't, not, and no. And every time you use the words, I don't want to masturbate, I don't want to ejaculate, I don't want to watch porn, I don't want to smoke weed, I don't want to, eat junk food, then you got to replace that with bam. So what do I want? Oh, I want to live a healthy lifestyle. I want to use my sexual energy for creative or evolutionary purposes. I want to be a self-controlled, self-mastered man. I want to be fulfilled. Think more about what you do want. I don't want to be broke. I want to be rich. I don't want to be bad. I want to be good. I don't want to sing. No, I'm just joking. Okay. So you guys get the point. So the point is that you have to train your mind, which is difficult. According to Earl Nightingale, who wrote the book, The Strangest Secret, he says only about 5% of men actually think positively. Only 5%. He says, and they're the 5% that are the most successful people on the planet. You're right, and I've met some extremely successful people. They're extremely positive. And it's funny, don't believe like mainstream media or the hype or whatever, or conspiracy theorists about people. If someone has achieved massive success, yeah, I'm not saying they're perfect, but you better believe that if you get around them, they're positive. And I bet you they're not greedy. And I bet you all of those things that you hear about successful people simply aren't true. All right. That's non-successful people giving their thoughts and opinions about successful people. Get it right from the source. All right. All right. So number 3 is workout. Number 4 is support and association or friendship or collaboration. Meaning association could really be chalked up to who you listen to. Remember this, you become like the 5 people you hang out with the most. All right. So if you're hanging out with a bunch of guys that are jerking off and doing bad like when I say doing bad things, meaning, they're just smoking dope all day. They're into drugs. They're into alcohol. They're watching porn. They don't have good, successful relationships. They're not happy. Guess what you're going to become like?
The same.
The same. If you're hanging around a bunch of broke people and you're like, I want to have money, don't hang around with broke people anymore. I know it's a little harsh. It's tough to think about that and be like, oh, but everybody around me broke. It's better to be alone for a while and associate with books, associate with audios. You
Yep.
don't have to always physically get around people. Like the reality is there's
New
less
knowledge.
positive people. That's right. Than there is good people. Than there is there's less positive people than there is negative minded
Yeah.
people. So it is harder to find positive people. That's why we do this live every single, Wednesday.
Yeah, you have to seek out those kind of people and that kind of information, because as you say, you become what you associate with and what your environment is. So you take on those tendencies. So if you're like around a lot of broke people, just like you said earlier, some people may be like making up things. Successful people, they're all greedy, they're all bad. And then we might subconsciously take that on, and then we have a fear of being successful because I don't want to be greedy. I don't want to people, and people are going to talk bad about me, like, because that's what I've seen. But if we just, take ourselves away from that environment into a new, you might realize, oh, there's many successful people that are positive and not greedy, and take on that mentality, then we can achieve more success, because we're holding ourselves back with these limited views that we've taken on by the environment we've associated with.
That's exactly it. So you can here's some ways to get good association. Audiobooks, we talked about that. And this is an age, man, where you can pop that on. You go to Spotify, there's tons of great podcasts. There's a podcast myself and my wife listen to. I think it's called The Mindset Mentor. My wife really listens to this guy. Man, he's like 15-minute little tips on mindset stuff, how to put yourself in a positive mindset, how to develop good thinking habits. There's so many good things. You go on YouTube and there's so many audiobooks you can listen to. So it's all available. It's normally available right at your fingertips, right there. You have to just make that initial effort and say, yeah, okay, I'm going to listen to something good. Get around any groups, association, any kind of, like, some of them are free, some of them are paid. And by the way, don't be cheap. Don't be
Yeah,
cheap with
invest in
yourself.
yourself.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing how many guys are like, I want to change my life. All right, take this program. It's $1,000. Oh,
They're like, oh, it doesn't cost anything, does it? I really want to do the Semen Retention and program. Oh, it doesn't cost anything, does it? It's like, why would you expect something good to be free? Like, and why would you expect not to invest in yourself? And
Oh
by the
my
way, what are
God.
you spending your money on? Like all these kind of other stuff that are bad for you. But when it comes to
Yeah.
something self-development, it's like, oh, I'm not paying for that. Like,
Yeah, it's
well, it
amazing
shows
how
where your
many
investment
people.
is.
That's right. It shows you how much you value yourself too. When I started investing in myself, like taking money and being like, I'm going to invest in me, in my education, in my development, in me getting better. It's the best investment you'll ever make because you take it with you for life, right? Like, people will spend $6 on a mocha choca loca at Starbucks or something like this, some sugary nonsense. They'll drop $10, $15 at Mickey D's, no problem. But you're like, hey, buy $10 and get this book and go home and read it. No, they won't do that. Yeah, it's crazy, but it shows you how upside down our values are and how much we really believe in ourselves. So audios, books, webinars, courses, trainings, all different groups. There's so many ways to get positive association. You just got to put the effort and go do it. And tip number 5, sexual alchemy. What is sexual alchemy? Sexual alchemy is the practice of sexual transmutation. Sex transmutation can be simply defined as taking your sexual urges and natural drive and putting that energy and motivation and creative ability into higher aspirations outside of sex. So you could transmute that energy into your business. In the book Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill puts it in the context of being able to attract riches in your life. You could take it into your spiritual path and journey. In the Vedic literature or even in the Bible, there's an instruction that says, don't spill your seed, right? It's all in the spiritual text, whichever spiritual text you're reading. You'll see every major religion in the world has some regulation over sexuality, right? So why? Because they understood, the more ancient cultures were way more in tune with natural laws and ways of developing ourselves. So sexual alchemy is the practices and techniques to be able to draw energy from the lower centers. So from your sexual centers and from your lower centers in your body up into the body, to the heart, to the brain, and circulating around the body, which transmutes that energy into raw energy. So think of water being transformed into gas, and that gas begins to flow upwards in the body, upwards. The exact same process happens with the semen as you practice long periods of semen retention and NoFap. So sexual alchemy is what we teach. So here's the deal. We talked about 5 different techniques: no porn, keeping your body cool, work out and exercising, support association, and sexual alchemy. Guess what? All 5 can be found inside the Semen Retention Army, because we're tracking your porn use. We're holding you accountable to staying clean on porn. We're teaching you how to keep your body cool through the breath and the different techniques that we teach. You're working out and exercising by doing the practices. You're getting the support through our WhatsApp groups, our battalions, which are support groups that keep you motivated. We've got weekly challenges. We've got check-ins on your accountability sheet. We've got debriefs that we do every single week, plus all kinds of bonus videos. You've got tons of associations. So right on WhatsApp, you could just be messaging guys. We've always got conversations going. And sexual alchemy. We lay down all the techniques as building blocks to being able to circulate that energy, being able to transmute that energy. In the bedroom, you're going to be able to last as long as you want, reverse erectile dysfunction or premature ejaculation, become masterful in the bedroom, experience non-ejaculatory sex, non-ejaculatory full body, multiple orgasms as men without ever losing any of your semen. Outside the bedroom, you're going to be able to put that towards your business. We've got show you how to direct your energy towards your goals, whether that's creating more money, whether that's better health, whether that's better relationships, or whether you're on the spiritual path like most men inside the army are and want to have a better relationship with God. This is the best semen retention training on the planet. And I know you're like, you're biased. You said it is, because I've seen there's not many out there, and no one is offering this level of support, accountability, and training all together, simple, laid out to use. My background is a trainer. I was a sales trainer for close to a decade. I still do that. I still work with guys inside their businesses, helping them generate more sales. So if you are a business owner and want that kind of training, reach out to me. I created this program because semen retention is the thing that has helped me transform my life more than anything else I've done. And I've been involved with personal development for close to a decade. This is the single most powerful thing. So I combined my training background and the sexual alchemy practices into one, making the Army the best training there is on the planet for men who want to practice semen retention and become masterful in the bedroom and outside the bedroom as well. You dig?
I dig.
Awesome. It is how to get, I want to pull one of these things again. I like these things. It's how to get your vibration to an all-time high. Can we see that? Can we see that?
Yeah.
It's kind of blurry, yeah?
Yeah, not properly.
Yeah. Well, there it is.
Oh, yeah, we got it.
It's
Nice.
your vibe meter, and you need a high vibe meter so that you could attract a high vibe life. That's it, guys. So how do you get started in the Semen Retention Army? Real simple. In the link, in the comments on my YouTube channel, this channel right here. If you're watching it on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, just jump over onto YouTube, type in Nakuladas, and I will be there. And right in the link, there's a 7-day free trial. So you could come in, start with the 7-day free trial, try some of the practices. We'll get together on a coaching call. We'll set some goals. And then, boom, you'll be inside the Army. You'll have all the support you need for the year to help you master this lifestyle. It's not something that you have to do forever, but you give the Army 1 year of serious training and practice and commitment to this lifestyle, and we in return will give you a brand new life.
Yeah, and I'm the proof of that, bro. I think it's been about a year for me since I
That's right.
since I started this, and I'm just thinking of the progress I've made. You know, I straight away had goals for retaining for a certain amount of time, like 1 month, and then I did 60 days, but I was still kind of having some wet dreams in those times, and now they're not there at all, the wet dreams. And yeah, and it's just, yeah, with these practices and those 5 tips, as you said, can make so many changes and progress. And yeah, I'm just much more in tune with my body and able to cool it down and all those things, and able to control the sexual urges and redirect them into my life, which is you know, what you said I would do. So yeah, it's really great.
You got to do the work. You came in, you did the work, just killed it. Now you're a captain in the army. You're helping other men do the same. We also have an affiliate program, so men are getting paid to promote the program. Look, the army's an awesome place. I can't say enough about it and the benefits that the men are receiving, but you're never really going to know unless you join yourself. And again, you got a 7-day free trial to get into it, explore it, and make sure it's the right fit for you. So go sign up. Guys, we will be back next week, same time, same place, with another training, more tips to help you grow as men and become semen retention masters. We love you guys so much. Have a fantastic week. And as always,
soldiers
retain.
Soldiers retain. Real strong men and self-control, their info is plain. If you don't know, feel that energy flow right into your brain. Your whole game will change. Soldiers retain. Soldiers retain. Soldiers retain. Real strong men and self-control, their info is plain. If you don't know, feel that energy flow right into your brain. Your